Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title. At Clemson, Deshaun Watson. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They bring the blitz, and it's not always the initial blitz. The play. In this case, the blitzers actually took up the blocking. How about the guy in the middle, though? Reading his keys, right on the spot, stops him at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have the Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They find some open field here. Uses the stiff arm. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raider first down.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
on to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. From just shy of midfield, Watson, and this is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here comes Carter. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Watson now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. And they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, O'Connell. He hits Adams, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is at him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Graham opts not to return it. Cleveland offense making their way out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have the Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Big unfortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. O'Connell. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. O'Connell sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB match didn't move.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. O'Connell. And his throw is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it. Operating from the gun. O'Connell. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Back to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll go Madison up the middle. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Another carry now for Madison.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Connell. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. O'Connell. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2nd and 5. Here's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here's Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to run with Madison again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 89 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. On the handoff, it's Madison. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Madison. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Madison running on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Watson. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.